Hello Year 9s and welcome to your first summative assessment for Year 9 Music Studies. It is a song analysis. I've put everything into a Prezi for you as I believe it would be easier and just more efficient to have all the information for this assessment in one spot. You can access this on Daymap, you can print parts from it, and you can also access it pretty much whenever you're connected to the internet. So let's get started. Number 1, what do I have to do? Also, what do you have to do? So I'm going to ask you to choose a song that you believe represents your identity. From there, you will perform an analysis on the song. So this can be either a musical identity that you believe connects with you, or a personal identity, so maybe something a little bit more deeper. Analyze your song by responding to the song analysis questions you will soon be given. There are 10 of them and they're coming up. Submit this to me in your chosen presentation format once complete. Again, we'll go through the presentation formats that I think you should look at. And from there, we can also negotiate alternatives if necessary. I can't wait to get to know each of you a little bit more through the songs that you choose, because I think no matter what song you do choose, it's going to teach me something new or something different about you as an individual. I've put together some considerations to think about when choosing your song, just down here. So let's have a look. So ask yourself this when choosing your song. What song really resonates with you as an individual? Even think about what song evokes an emotion within you or a response. That's generally something that is pretty important, I think, when connecting to a song. Is it the theme or message in the lyrics? This is important because I know that there are quite a few songs out there that musically or instrumentally, they're probably not my most favorite thing in the world, but the lyrics is something that really stand out to me. And it pretty much ends up with me listening to the songs, mostly just to hear the lyrics. Is it the band or the artist? Is it the era of the song, whether this is the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties? Or is it the genre? I know that there are quite a few genres out there that I believe connect to my personal identity, and that links back to our discussions about subculture in week 1. Just a note, song must be school appropriate, so no profanity, please. Okay, number 2, how do I present my work? There are a variety of mediums to choose from. These are the ones that I believe are probably the most accessible and easiest for you all. So there's the option to do a poster, something visual, something that you can work on in class. A Prezi, which is what I'm using right now. It's free and easy to use. A PowerPoint presentation, a podcast, or a video, which then can be uploaded to YouTube or submitted to me on a USB. If you like, there's always an option to negotiate an alternative with myself. However, I do think the above 5 options cater to a variety of your skills and will definitely get some creativity happening. Number 3, these are the questions for your analysis. This is the bulk of the assessment. So the main part of your song analysis revolves around a variety of thought-provoking questions you will be required to answer. These questions are designed to get you thinking deeply and critically about many different aspects of the song that you choose. So it covers the song arrangement, the musical elements of the song, and even the lyrics. All questions must be answered as part of this assessment's requirement. Now, we do have at least 4 or 5 weeks of class time to be working on this, so I'm more than happy to check in with each and every one of you to see how you're going, and we can always, analyze a question together, or I can give you feedback on one of your responses if you need it. Let's have a look at the questions though. How about that? Now, there are 10. I won't read each and every single one of them out to you, but they're pretty straightforward, and like I mentioned, they do cover a variety of aspects of a song or the song that you choose. Number 10 is interesting because it is asking you to go back and reread the title and re-listen to the song once you have answered the questions 1 to 9. It asks, does the title or song have a deeper meaning now, and in what ways? I'm hoping you do say yes and give a bit of an explanation here, because once answering all these questions, I do think it would make you think a little bit more deeply and differently about the song that you've chosen. There is another part to this assessment as well, and that's to talk about the musical elements. We have been looking and identifying the musical elements over the past few weeks in class, so I do think you should all confidently be able to identify these 4 aspects of your chosen song. So this little table is really great for you to use. It outlines the 4 elements that I want you to have a look at. So I want you to look at the dynamics of your song, the tone, color, and texture, the melody, and the rhythm, beat, and tempo. There is a word bank, as you can see here, just to sort of give you a bit of, guidance in what words to use when analyzing your song. But remember to use and refer to your music terminology booklet to help guide your thoughts. So this was given to you a few weeks ago, but it is accessible online as well, because I want to see you guys using the correct music terminology. It will not go unnoticed. And finally, I have put together a little assessment checklist. So refer to this checklist as a guide to ensure you aren't forgetting anything you need for this assessment. So be sure to include the song title and artist and composer. Please give me a brief explanation as to why you chose this song. This is actually quite important because I know there's a whole bunch of other questions you'll be answering and reflecting on when it comes to your song, but I want to know why you chose this song. What stood out to you? Tell me everything about it. Ensure you've answered all 10 song analysis questions. There'll be plenty of class time for this. Please include a copy of the song's lyrics. This is more so for my benefit, so I can read them and sort of understand your chosen song a bit better. Ensure your work is presented in a format that's approved by myself. We'll get this done probably in the first 1 or 2 lessons. And again, just make sure that your song is school appropriate. So before you come into class next week, I'm hoping you've all had a good hard think about what song you want to use for your song analysis, because that means as soon as you get into class, you can start working on the questions.